Can we give him a standing ovation, please, to Leander Paes for what he has done to Indian tennis and more importantly to the city of joy. He has made us proud. Leander Adrian Paes. অবিশ্বাস্য আর কখনো হবে কিনা জানি না আর মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট মেড ইন বেঙ্গল মেড ইন কলকাতা লিয়েন্ডার পেস লিয়েন্ডার পেসকে অরূপ বিশ্বাস তিনি এসে গেছেন এবং সকলের পক্ষ থেকে লিয়েন্ডার এই ক্লাব থেকে ভারত গৌরব পেয়েছেন কিন্তু প্রতিনিয়ত তিনি দেশকে সম্মানিত করে চলেন বেঙ্গল ক্লাবের আরো একজন রত্ন স্পোর্টসম্যানকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি সম্মানন বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় তিনি কেন নিচে থাকবেন প্লিজ একটু মঞ্চে আসুন Your Newport speech, where people were crying, you were crying, people were crying all over. And I think it was shared by a few millions, if I'm not wrong, that clip, where Martina Navratilova said, Leander plays tennis the way all of us want to play. Can there be a greater praise?
Namaskar. It's a great honor to be here in Kolkata, back home, where I was born and where I belong.
Can we have silence, please? একটু পেছনটা কেউ যদি দেখেন একটু পেছনটা এদিকটা যদি কেউ দেখেন একজন গ্রেট চ্যাম্পিয়ন তার কিছু এক্সপিরিয়েন্স শেয়ার করবেন যেটা ওয়ার্ল্ড লেভেলে এত বন্দিত হয়েছে প্লিজ একটু পেছনে সাইলেন্স প্লিজ ইয়া প্লিজ
আজকে গৌতম দা একদম ঠিক বলেছে कि ईस्ट बेंगले लिएंडर पेस एकदम ठीक बोले थे आपने टू बी बैक इन कोलकाता Gautam da when I was speaking at the Hall of Fame I was remembering my great grandfather Michael Madhusudan Dotto. He never wrote a speech, he never practiced a speech, but when he came to orate a speech he did it in multiple languages, Bangla, Sanskrit, French, Italian and English.
এখানে অনেকেই হয়তো জানেন কেউ হয়তো জানেন না যে উনি মাইকেল মধুসূদন দত্তর বংশধর লিয়েন্ডার পেস আর সেই ক্রিয়েটিভ ট্যালেন্টটা ওর র্যাকেট সেটার হয়ে কথা বলেছে
And today sitting on a podium here with such great Bengali talent I can talk about one of my favorite people in the world, Shaurav Ganguly and Snehashish Ganguly, a legacy family. I have so much respect for what you all have done in the field of cricket and in the offices of cricket, because you all show the power and the strength of Bengal. I can speak of Orupda. Last year during Durga Puja, he taught me how to play the dhol, dhak, and play the dhak. Orupda's work in community using sport as a vehicle is wonderful. I have tremendous respect for this young man. I go down to one of my favorite female athletes. Every time I look at Jhulan, I have to look up. Not just because of her height, but because what she's achieved in her field, world records. And now she looks after one of the best women's IPL team.
And she could have been a great best liner.
She would have been a great partner at Wimbledon. If I look further down, I look at the great members and the pillars and the stalwarts of East Bengal Club. Tamalda sitting right there. I work with him on a daily basis at Xtra Sports, and he's a very avid East Bengal supporter. And in that, I feel so proud to come back to West Bengal, to Kolkata, where at that speech in the Hall of Fame, I said that we must inspire 250 million children to play sport. And in that, in the front here is also Rahul Todi. I am part of Xtra Sport to develop young athletes and young champions all across the country. I would like to thank the Xtra family for taking me in and believing in the dream, and with our team, with Tamalda and everybody back in the office, to execute on what we say, to achieve 250 million children through the field of sport. There are two other gentlemen right here in the front who have taken 60 years of my Baba's knowledge and 40 years of my knowledge and devised a sports education app. We call that app the Physical Athletic Education System, PAES. And it's executed through Sunandoda and Shankarda. Please stand up. Our company Gambit is showcasing through sport on how in the state of West Bengal we can start producing champions and take that globally. I feel that in Bengal we are so rich in culture, we are so rich in community, and I feel that in the fields of music, poetry, dance, theatre, acting, and sport, we can do a big thing. When you look at East Bengal itself, the history of the club, we're sitting on the podium here today, and the history of East Bengal Club is so amazingly etched within the community. I believe we are in the 100th year of the Derby. It's going to be a phenomenal year this year. But from me, I would like to thank all of East Bengal, all the members, all the committee, the board, for honoring me here today. And I hope that we do excellently well this year in the league.
Lee, you know, there was this oft-repeated notion that Bengalis or people from Kolkata were too soft, be it in movies, be it in sports, in cricket. Two gentlemen in the mid-90s proved all of them wrong. One, of course, happens to be Saurabh Ganguly, and the other gentleman is sitting with me. Tell me, your graduation with Kolkata Maidan, I mean, you went with your father. I'm told you were a very good footballer in La Martinia, then you played at CCFC. Saurabh played. Both of you went with PK Banerjee, took you under his tutelage. This exposure to Kolkata Maidan and football, did it make you tougher as a sportsman?
100% it did. But also Calcutta and Kolkata taught me about culture, taught me about passion. I grew up with my father playing in the Maidan, playing hockey. PK Da took me under his wing because I was a very good football player. But one of my great memories was at the Salt Lake Stadium where Saurav and myself would do sprints on the bike to get our legs stronger, to get our lungs stronger, to get our minds stronger.
এই ছবিটা কারুর কাছে নেই যে সৌরভ গাঙ্গুলি আর লিয়েন্ডার পেস দুজনকে কেউ চেনে না. What would be your age then? 18, 17, 18? Or less than that?
I was 19.
19. ওই বয়সে দুজন ছেলে সল্টলেক স্টেডিয়ামে থাই মাসল এবং ওভারঅল মাসল ইমপ্রুভ করার জন্য ট্রেন করছেন বোধহয় ট্যান্ডেনের কাছে. মিস্টার ট্যান্ডেন, was he the one? Yeah. I just wanted to ask Leander that all of us were watching Olympics, and needless to say we were disappointed because 117 athletes, 6 medals. When I was watching Lakshya Sen and several others, he was up He had 3 break points in the first game. Second, he was up 7-0. And I thought, God, give him some tiger juice from Leander Paes.
You know, a lot of people are looking at this Olympics as we've not achieved. But if you look at the last Olympics, Goutam, we won 7 medals in Tokyo, and everyone was saying it's the best Olympics ever. Well, this year we've won 6 medals, and we've lost 7 fourth places. 1 medal in shooting, 3 other medals in badminton, 1 medal in wrestling. I really feel that the hockey team could have been in the final because they played brilliantly in the semi-final. So really, I do not look at this Olympics as a failure at all. I think the Olympics has been a great showcase for India. I feel that Indian sport is improving beautifully. Back in the day, we looked at legacy clubs. Today, you look at individual athletes who are showcasing how Indians as a community can be world leaders. To me, it was great to bring back, as the first Asian male, the first Indian male player, to bring back the Hall of Fame to West Bengal, to Kolkata, and it will always stay in Kolkata.
Yes, but sadly, Leander, that had happened in the past, in the sense, Prakash Padukone, of all people, has lit up a controversy of sorts. Prakash Padukone, you would have known, is always a gentleman. But উনি এমন একটা কথা বলেছেন যে ইন্ডিয়ান অ্যাথলিটদের এবার স্পোর্টস সাইকোলজিস্ট নিয়ে ঘোরার সময় হয়েছে, because crucial points they have been found wanting. And Sunil Gavaskar has also supported his notion by saying that athletes now, they are so well supported by the federation, by the government, they must take their own responsibility and see to it that they have ensured that killer instinct which you had and several others had, but this team could not show. What are your thoughts on this?
You know, I find a lot of athletes getting tremendous pressure put on them. I feel that as much as sport in India has grown so much in infrastructure, I feel the knowledge to produce world champions. I'm not talking about number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm talking about number 1. That is something that we can still improve on. How can we improve on that? By focusing on mental fitness, by focusing on emotional fitness, how to handle pressure, by focusing on physical fitness. Ajke, in India, we are number 1 in the world in mental health issues. We're number 1 in the world in diabetes. We're also number 1 in the world in obesity. Sport teaches you good endorphins, dopamine, good chemicals. It brings you happiness. Today, all of us are sitting in an auditorium celebrating a legendary, iconic club, but we're all happy. When we go back out of this auditorium, we're all going to be going back with a happy celebration. I think that sport is very important in every single child's life. I feel when you look at Jhulan, is so wonderful as an icon of sport in our country. And now look how she's giving back to sport. She could sit back at home, enjoy her life, and do nothing. No one can say anything. She's already world record holder. But she's going out of her comfort zone, going to Bombay, working on the Mumbai Indians team, working in an environment where she's developing the next generation. At Shrachi Sport, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to achieve. 250 million children over the next 15 years. That is our ambition. I feel, again, a university in Bhubaneswar, in Odisha, had 15 athletes from that university, Gautam, who participated in Paris. A university. I designed their sports infrastructure and their curriculum. I feel that through Sunando and Shankar, we're going to go state for state, producing a healthier Indian community, a more competitive Indian community, and we're going to learn from cricket. Because when you look at cricket governance, cricket is one sport in our country that does it so beautifully and professionally. I find non-cricketers complaining that cricket takes all the money, cricket takes all the TV, cricket takes all the publicity. No, we should learn from them. Snehashish Da has always been so welcoming and warm to me. And I cannot wait to actually embark on taking his intelligence and his administrative quality and going globally around the world, starting with India, starting with West Bengal, and opening up sports academies where him and his wonderful brother can look after the cricket. And Snehashish Da can help with the administration on how to reach 250 million children through sports and education. One day I hope that our children who are in football can come and play for East Bengal and win you all the trophies on this podium.
Lee, again the question remains, would you recommend the Indian team to travel with sports psychologists in Los Angeles or even before that?
Not one, but five.
Five.
Minimum. Because in every sport, you need physical fitness, emotional fitness, and mental fitness. Goutam Da, you've covered sport over decades. You know how much respect I have for you and the emotional, vulnerable conversations we've had. Mental fitness and mental health is the most important thing in today's world. Not just for athletes, but for everybody. We're all under stress. Either job ka stress, padhai ka stress, exams ka stress. We are under traffic stress, family stress, spouse stress, children stress. In every way, even the young children are under social media stress and peer pressure. Every human being sitting in this auditorium is under some stress or the other. Okay, to manage that stress is where you need mental health.
You have been a great champion in terms of mental fitness, and in your era, when most of the people hesitated playing for their country in Davis Cup, some very big names, because they didn't want to handle that additional pressure, you did. What would be your mantra to people, several people here, different professionals, how to handle pressure? If I ask you for 5 solutions, how would you handle pressure?
That's a long answer, but I'll try and make it simple. The first thing that we're responsible to when we wake up is ourselves. The simplicity of being happy. When we wake up in the morning, just think about being happy. Stress is going to come. You drive down Park Street, traffic, stress. You wake up in the morning, there are 5 staff at home, stress. You go to office, your boss wants something, stress. Halfway through the day, your spouse calls you, stress. Then your children need something, stress. Anywhere you go is stress. In a 24-hour day, take 2 hours. Say if we sleep 8 hours a night, say another 2 hours for our meals, breakfast, lunch, chai and dinner. We go to office from 9 to 5. I'm saying in a 24-hour day, just take 2 hours for yourself. If you want to listen to music, listen to music. If you want to go and take a long walk in the Maidan, take a walk in the Maidan. If you want to watch sport, put on a nice TV and watch sport. If you want to meet your best friend, meet your best friend. Why? Because COVID has taught us a lot. I lost 68 people during COVID. Today I wish I'd had more conversation with them. I wish I had made that phone call to speak to them. You never know what tomorrow brings. One day I was playing Andre Agassi in Atlanta and I had set point in the first set. If I'd won that first set in a best of 3 match, who knows what would have happened.
Finally, how would you describe your Srijesh, who's retiring? What did you call him?
Legendary. He's a champion. You know, it's so contrasting. We go from one story with Lakshya, which is so close to winning a medal. And on the other side, you go to Srijesh, who I feel in the semi-finals, the hockey team could have beaten Germany. I thought they played a phenomenal match. I'm so proud of them. But then in the bronze medal match, we were down 1-love. And then we came back from there and won 2-1. I think Srijesh is a great role model of how much passion and hard work and leadership he brings to the team. In a few of those matches, Goutam da, in the league, he was winning on the penalties because of his own brilliance. So it also shows that within a team, there are certain individual stars that can carry the team. Within a teamwork, there are certain individuals who can make the difference.
Who knows, in 2027 LA Olympics, we might see 5 psychologists as you had prescribed, Srijesh and Leander Paes accompanying the team. That would be lovely.
You know, I was just in Delhi and having conversations about the 2036 Olympics coming to India. And I've been asked to spearhead that. We've got 12 years till that Olympics. I really believe if we come together as a sporting fraternity, as a sporting family, we can actually build not just 1 medal and 5 medals that we're talking about, but we can actually win medals in the double digits. Today, I was looking at the medal tally. America came number 1. But then 2 Asian countries, China and Japan, have come number 2 and 3 in the most medals won. I feel that in India, we really can win many more medals if we really put our mind to doing the conscientious hard work. I will be calling on these legends of sport, these pillars of society, these people who are so passionate about what they do, and honoring them to say, let's build a nation through sport.
Thank you so much, Lee. Thank you so much for your time, your thoughts. And it's always reassuring to know that you exist in person, you're not make-believe.
This is Xtra Time. Xtra Time.